Welcome, Major Patrick Billmann. It's really great to have you here this morning. Thanks for interviewing with us. How are you doing today?
Good, Michael, and I really appreciate the opportunity to talk to the Buffalo District.
Well, we're really glad to have you, and we just want to get to know you a little bit more, so I'm going to ask you a few questions for the good of the district here. Could you tell us about your prior assignment before coming here to Buffalo?
Sure. Prior to coming to Buffalo, I came from Vicenza, Italy. I was with the 173rd Brigade Combat Team, 54th Engineer Battalion. It was a regular Army unit, Army Brigade, that they're airborne, jump out of planes.
Did your family like being in there in Italy?
Yeah, I mean, so the experience in Italy, there was positives, negatives about it, just like every place you live. Travel to go out and see other countries was really a good thing that we all enjoyed. I think my son's been to more countries than he's been to states, so it's been a really unique experience.
Did they pick up any foreign languages while they were there?
Yeah, my 3-year-old, he knew more Italian than myself or Amanda, so Bowden picked up quite a bit of Italian, but he's quickly lost it since coming back here.
Well, great. Maybe we'll have some sort of liaison for the further engagements in the future. Can you tell me about your main responsibilities here in the district as the deputy commander?
Sure. So as deputy commander, I primarily wear 3 hats. The one being deputy commander, where I am able to step in as acting commander in Colonel Toth's absence. The other 2 would be like chief of staff and S3. As chief of staff, it's leading the staff to achieve the district and division priorities that Buffalo District has. The last one, the S3, would be looking at the operators that come down from headquarters and division and interpreting that and putting that out to the workforce and establishing the systems to make sure we comply with those things.
Okay, great. So you've been here for a month, right? How are you adjusting to the area first, being in Buffalo, and what about the actual district that you're in specifically?
So adjusting to Buffalo, man, it's probably been our most adventurous move. And I say that we arrived here, well, my family actually came here in May. They went to New Jersey for a little bit, and then I came over at the end of June, and then we came up from Jersey all together that last week of June. Our stuff, however, was supposed to arrive in July. Just got here about a week ago. So we've been living in a house without a kitchen table or without mattresses, so on air mattresses, and it's been quite an adventure.
Typical military life then, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
As my family would call it, house camping.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's like camping. Well, I mean, there's always
getting out and enjoying the Buffalo area. There's a lot to see here. Like we've been to a few different things, and there's more to explore, I think.
Well, just so you know, there's always room for that. If we have a horrible snowstorm and the power goes out, you'll be back in sort of austere conditions. So be prepared for it. You just never know here in Buffalo.
And the Buffalo District, I really did want to add that I am truly impressed with everybody I've met. It's really an excellent team here, and I'm really excited to next couple of years here.
What are some of the challenges that you might envision over the next couple months as you transition and learn about the district?
Yeah, sure. So as I'm kind of learning my job, and there's a lot of coming up. There's several. I mean, not to point anything particular out, but I mean, when you look at it, it's the balancing of the unknown versus the known, is like making decisions on what we do with something when we don't necessarily have all the answers. So does that make sense?
Yeah, it does take some time to learn any new job, even if you're a deputy commander. Did Major Runga, your predecessor, did he give you any sage words of advice before coming here to the district?
So I've known Major Runga quite a long time. Jared and I, he was one of my first supervisors. So when I first came in the Army, so 14 years ago, I first met him, and within, I think I worked directly for him in 2006 and 2007 when I was deployed with him. So I've known him for quite a long time.
Was he a major at the time?
He was a captain at the time.
Oh, okay.
I was a lieutenant.
Okay.
So I learned a lot from him back then, and this time we only had like a week overlap, but he did leave me a book with words of advice on things he thinks he could have done better and things that, hey, not to screw up on, kind of.
He probably said, look out for public affairs. No, just kidding. Well, thank you. Is there anything else that you wanted to add? This concludes my formal part of the interview.
Yeah, I definitely want to thank the Buffalo District team for the warm welcome. Everyone I've met has been more than willing to help me out in the situation. Everyone asked, hey, is there anything I can lend you? Since we didn't have our furniture, a few people came over and helped me move stuff into storage. It's really been awesome to come here and not know people and get such a warm welcome. Thank you, Buffalo District.
Well, thank you very much, Major Billmann. It is a pleasure to have you here in the district, and thank you very much for doing the interview.
Thank you, Michael.